Hi, Dawson Chen with the Windsor Star, and I'm here with 16-year-old Alex Deans, a grade 11 Academy St. Cecile student. He's also an inventor, a scientist, an athlete, an artist, a politician, and recently named by Maclean's magazine as one of Canada's future leaders. Alex, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
No problem. So, how do you feel about this honor?
Well, it's been really exciting. It's been great to have such a great response from the community. I had a lot of support going through it, so it's absolutely been a blast.
Did you know this was coming? Did Maclean's magazine get in touch with you?
Yeah, they got in touch with me last Friday, and ever since then it's been great.
Have you ever been recognized nationally like that before?
Well, actually, last year at the Canada-wide Science Fair in Lethbridge, Alberta, I was awarded the Platinum Award for Best Intermediate Project. So basically the top 3 scientists in Canada. Mm-hmm. So that was really exciting for me.
That's your iAid project, right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
So it's a navigation device for people with visual impairment. When you were developing this invention, what did you do when you got stuck? Because I understand you started on a project when you were, what, 13, 14 years old?
Yeah, I was actually started when I was 12. So
12 years old?
Yeah. So I had this idea after seeing a program about bats and how they use echolocation to navigate. And then right after that, I saw a program about robotics. So I kind of linked the two together. But it was such a great idea, but then I didn't know how to program. So after that, I got into contact with some people from South Africa, Argentina, and the UK.
How did you get in touch with them?
Online forums, I reached out. It was hard to find people who would want to work with the 12-year-olds, but they really did help me, and they helped me through a lot of the challenging problems that I had.
Mm-hmm. So you're taking it to the next step, the Intel Engineering and Science Fair. That's this May, I believe.
Yeah, that's coming up in May. Yeah.
And I understand you were selected out of 500 different people.
Yeah, so there are a lot of applicants for the Team Canada process, and then from that they pick 18 to represent Team Canada at the International Science Fair.
And you're one of them.
Yeah.
You're part of Team Canada. Are you nervous at all?
Nervous, but mostly excited.
Have you ever been to California?
I've been to San Diego, but this one's in Los Angeles, so it should be really fun.
Now, your father, ophthalmologist Dr. Robin Deans, he says you're not just a science lover, you're also interested in music and art. How many instruments do you play?
I play 2 right now. I've been playing piano since I was 6 or 7, so I'm in grade 8 piano right now, and also in grade 7 guitar.
And what sort of music do you like to play?
I like everything. I like musicals, classical, rock, anything. Yeah.
Are you any good?
I'm okay. Yeah, not too bad.
Have you ever performed in public?
Yeah, I've been at recitals and shows at school and stuff like that. Yeah. And
your talents aren't just in the auditory arts, but also the visual arts. You've brought some of your drawings and your paintings here.
Yeah.
Let me see this big one.
Yeah. So this is the one that I've done in National Geographic. It was featured on National Geographic's cover. So this one's done in oil and canvas. It took me about 2 months, but I had a really fun time while doing it.
This is an Afghani girl, I understand.
Yes.
Do you have any formal training in painting?
No, I've just always loved painting. I've been doing art ever since I can remember. And actually, while I was doing art, that's when I came up with my idea. Because what I realized is that so much of what we see and so much of what we perceive and enjoy is because we're able to see the world around us. And that's what I saw when I was doing my artwork. And that's kind of what motivated me to start my project.
But portraiture, it's a very technical thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Aren't there certain rules that you have to follow?
Well, it's all through experimentation, so you learn new things every time, and it gets better and better.
Now, I also understand that you're interested in athletics. You're quite a downhill skier as well as a tennis player. Any other sports that you're interested in?
I like to play everything and anything. I'm on school teams like badminton, soccer, but skiing and sailing and tennis are definitely my top 3.
And I understand skiing is not just casual for you. You actually went to BC for a competition, I believe?
Yeah, so I've been skiing since I was 2.
Since you were 2?
Yeah. My dad put me on skis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so basically the same time you learned how to walk, you also learned how to ski.
Yeah.
And so when did you go to BC for this
So that was in 2011. I went to the International Children's Games in Kelowna, BC, and I competed against youth from over 40 countries around the world. So that was really exciting too.
How old were you at that time?
I was going to be 13.
13. That's remarkable. Now, I also understand that you're president of student council at
Yes.
Academy St. Cecile. How long have you held that office?
Well, this is the first year as Prime Minister of the Upper School Student Council, but I was also Prime Minister for 2 years in the elementary school. But this year, through Student Council, we're trying to get youth involved in the community. So I've actually started a youth volunteerism campaign called Project Impact, and that's aiming to get youth involved and active in their community.
Now, I understand your political activity is not just confined within your school, you're also a member of the Mayor's Advisory Committee, is that right?
Yeah, I'm actually part of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee, so we advise the Mayor on issues pertaining to youth, so transportation, volunteerism, employment, all that kind of stuff. And we really try to seek to make the youth experience much better.
You're quite the Renaissance man, I have to say.
Thank you.
Where do you find time to do all these things?
Well, I fit it in between everything else. I love to stay busy, so I always try to have something on my plate.
But, you know, the criticism that, no offense, people have about today's youth is that they're distracted, they're into video games, social media, the internet, smartphones, hanging out. What about all that stuff?
Well, I have to say I am addicted to social media as well. Yeah, but I fit it in everything else. I mean, everything's good in moderation. So it's a great way to stay in touch with friends. And through the science fairs, I've developed a lot of friendships that I still talk to them. So it's great.
So are your parents real taskmasters? Are they really driving you to achieve and compete and do all these things?
Well, when I was little, they always encouraged me to keep going for everything, to always pursue something, because you don't have anything to lose. But now I enjoy doing it myself, so I continue to push myself to do as much as I can.
So what are the future plans of one of our future leaders?
Thank you. Well, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do after high school, but probably medicine or engineering. But I like them equally, so I'm not sure yet.
Any thought as to where you're going to study?
I'd like to stay in Canada, maybe McGill. Not completely sure though.
And how about your plans for the Windsor area?
Well, I definitely want to stick around near Windsor. Not entirely sure where I'm going to end up though.
I see. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you,
Thanks for having me.
Spending some time with us.
Thank you.